Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all having a wonderful morning so far. Hump day. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the week, which means we're getting closer and closer to Halloween.
Yes, we are. Right around the corner. Of course, I didn't put my Halloween graphic in here. 8 o'clock, I'll have that detailed forecast for you guys. I'm going to talk about more rain, a chance for a big storm or two tomorrow morning. First alert weather day tomorrow. Haven't said that much in the last several weeks. Outside chance for a strong storm or two. This is not a high-end severe weather event headed our way, but a little action. I think the timing kind of plays into it as well. That morning commute tomorrow, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. So I'll dig into that. We'll talk about the rain today, the transition out of all this for Halloween into the weekend. We'll dig into that. And we'll talk a little bit about Melissa as well. That storm has cleared Jamaica, but right over Cuba this morning, still a major hurricane pounding eastern Cuba.
Yeah, and we were able to speak with a woman who is staying in Jamaica right now. She was there for a birthday vacation. We spoke to her. We also spoke to some residents here in Eastern Carolina who have family and friends down in Jamaica, and they were checking in just to make sure that they're all safe, that they're all doing okay. Obviously, with this storm bringing so much wind energy and power, a lot of damage. We already have heard many reports of damage down in Jamaica and lots of power outages as well, so it may be difficult to be reaching those family members now, kind of in the aftermath. But we did speak to a resident yesterday about kind of the preparations, what the family was kind of gearing up for ahead of the storm. So we do have a look at that right now.
Robert Lindsay loves to cook.
I cook here all day. That's all I do, just cook.
And serve Pitt County residents authentic Jamaican cuisine as the main cook at Run a Boat. But as Hurricane Melissa makes landfall in Jamaica, there's a lot more on his mind than customers' orders.
Like I said, I'm cooking and I'm constantly thinking about them. My phone ring and I'm wondering, what I'm gonna hear,
Lindsay is from Kingston, Jamaica, and now lives in Eastern Carolina. Many of his friends and family back home have been preparing for the major storm. Now, with Melissa becoming the strongest storm to hit the island in recorded history, Lindsay voices his concerns about his loved ones.
I know it's going to be bad, so, I'm just praying for them, keeping in touch with them. Every 10 minutes or so, I give a check and, see what's going on.
He's been checking in whenever he can over the last few days to make sure everyone back home is okay.
I was on the phone with them all night until like 4 this morning. And this morning, as I wake up to come to work, I was on the phone with them.
After our interview, Lindsay made a call to one friend in Jamaica to hear how conditions were looking and check in.
And it's not looking good for them.
Okay.
But we just have to hope and pray.
The friend reassured Lindsay that his hometown was doing okay before the hurricane hit.
Kingston, St. Catherine, not even rainfall in where I'm at right now.
Really?
Lindsay says his family has survived hurricanes before and are prepared to make it through Melissa as well.
Hopefully his family and his friends are doing okay after this storm. I know, like we said right before this, lots of damage already seen over there, power outages, but I do know lots of people were in like shelters, hunkering down there just as the storm passed yesterday.
Yeah, if you think back, and not everybody's going to remember this or even have been around for it, but when Andrew hit South Florida back in '92, that Category 5 hurricane, we went in the next day and you looked at that town, everything was leveled. It looked like a bomb had gone off. That's what a Category 5 hurricane does. It levels structures, and they had a lot of tornadoes with that as well. That's what Jamaica had yesterday. In fact, when Melissa crossed the coast of western Jamaica, that storm was as strong as any landfalling hurricane ever in the Atlantic Basin. That's a heck of a statement to make.
Right.
Ever. Strongest ever, tied with the 1935 Florida Keys hurricane, that Cat 5 that rolled through there. So yeah, they've suffered a catastrophic event down there. But it sounds like, hopefully, fortunately, most people were evacuated. Not hearing about a lot of loss of life, fortunately, so far anyway. But it'll be interesting to see some of the pictures that come out of there over the coming days.
Right.
All right, let's take a look at Melissa now.
Yeah, I was going to say, she is making her way now
Yes.
to already made landfall in Cuba.
3 a.m.
Yes.
It made landfall in Cuba at 3 a.m. with winds at about 120 miles an hour. It was a major hurricane at landfall in Cuba. Not the monster it was in Jamaica, but still, no doubt, significant damage, power outages, flooding in Cuba this morning. The storm's getting ready to roll off the coast of Cuba. Let's take you down there. There's our storm icon. Eastern Cuba, headed back offshore. I would say by probably 10 a.m. this thing's back over the open waters. But it's starting to feel wind shear and cooler waters as it heads north. So it is not expected to jump back up to a monster hurricane. Continuing to weaken. Winds are down to 115 now, moving 10 to 15 to the northeast. Rolls over the Bahamas later today, tonight. And then tracks very close to Bermuda Thursday night. So we'll have a landfall in Jamaica, Cuba. We have 2 landfalls already. A few of those islands may take a direct landfall in the Bahamas. And then Bermuda, the eye, is going to get very close to that island Thursday night. So this one's leaving quite a trail behind it when it's all said and done. East Coast, U.S. entirely missing this storm. We can all breathe a sigh of relief, at least stateside here. All right, let's go to some live shots for you. Morehead City, sanitary restaurant camera, air temp 5.8. Double Nickel New Bern, down over Craven County, light rain in the air almost everywhere. It's raining outside the studio. That is it almost feels chilly just looking at that shot. Wet roads, cloudy skies, 52 degrees. A waterproof jacket and an umbrella as you head out this morning. All right, so another day of dodging raindrops. Nothing real heavy, light rain on and off through the day. Tomorrow, convective or heavier downpours, and those will bring with them some rumbles of thunder along with a risk for a strong to severe storm. Big risk, no. 4 a.m. to 10 a.m., marginal level 1 risk, and I'm going to say generally east of Highway 17. That's kind of a big, broad generalization there. Let's say the sounds through the coast, that chance for a big storm or two tomorrow. 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's my target window right now. All right, so centered around sunrise, maybe 3 hours either side of that, and then by the time we hit lunchtime, that risk is completely gone. All right, scattered storms, wind gusts to 60, 50 plus with a storm or two. Tornado risk is low. It's not a zero risk, but it looks pretty low on that risk. We'll be watching the radars closely tomorrow morning, just in case something tries to spin up. Additional rainfall, if you get under one of those thunderstorms tomorrow, you'll catch a half an inch to maybe an inch of rain. I think more like a half, most of them. All right, let's show you on the model data how this plays out. Roll that clock. Here we are later today. Dodging showers this afternoon. Warm air starts to come in over the coast. See that 72 Hatteras, deeper, richer, muggier air mass fueling some heavier downpours and thunderstorms. That's not the strong, severe risk. That comes more tomorrow. We get a lull, maybe 9 p.m. through midnight, 1, 2 a.m. And then 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow, line of storm starts moving in from the west. This is our risk for a strong storm, what I'm showing you right now. 6, 7, 8 a.m. Those storms roll to the coast. Looks like by 10, 11 a.m. We're done. That may shift a little bit. I always say give me a little wiggle room. Right now I think 4 to 10 a.m. should cover us tomorrow morning. After that, adios to not only the rain but the clouds as well. Sunshine takes over, mid-60s tomorrow afternoon. We'll keep that clear sky into Halloween as well. How much rain from now through midday Thursday? Model spitting out about another half an inch inland to an inch on the coast. Again, if you get under one of those heavier thunderstorms, you're going to be at the plus 1 inch total probably. And once that's done, we're done for a while. There's the radar right now, raining from Grifton to Trenton, Vanceboro, New Bern, Havelock, Sneads Ferry area, Swansboro, Stella, back to Emerald Isle, all getting wet up towards Lake Mattamuskeet, and then Highway 264 to 64, relative low, and then more rain north of there. And it's going to continue to move through on and off. There's our air temps, generally mid-50s. That northeast wind starts shifting a little more easterly late day, and that should help get us 60s this afternoon. It's a little milder and a little less wind today. There's no wind advisory today. Coastal flood advisory continues for a few more hours, Pamlico River Basin, Neuse River Basin, 1 to 2 above normal. And then the Outer Banks. Gigi, how many houses did you say were lost yesterday?
Yesterday, 5. Five were lost.
5 houses to the big surf. That's why that coastal flood warning is up out there. Continuing to see a lot of beach erosion, structures being lost. That flood warning continues today. Might lose another structure or 2 out there. Although trending downward on the angry surf. That's set to expire 8 p.m. today, but still very dangerous on the beaches. All right, there's the big map. Our next front approaching late tonight. That's that severe weather risk. Keep the light green on us today. Overnight, here comes that front. Snapshot tomorrow morning. Scattered storms over us, and then out of here. Lunchtime. Once the rain clears, we're going to get a nice run of really decent weather. There's Halloween Friday, looks good, clear skies. Same thing for the weekend. That rain on the Gulf Coast, see that rain over Texas, riding along the Gulf Coast, that's late Sunday. Some of that may try to sneak in here Monday into Tuesday. That's still a bit of a question mark. Most of the data says it won't get here. There's one chunk of data that I kind of put a little stock into that says some of it will. So I put 20% there. Early next week, pretty good 8-day after we get this rain out of here. Tomorrow morning, that chance for a strong to severe storm. That's why we have the red shading. First alert weather morning. Not a big outbreak of severe weather. We should get through that okay. And then go good for the trick-or-treaters.
Which is great to hear. I know these past few days have been not the prettiest, but nice to hear that we are getting this rain for the drought. We really do need this rain out there, but it does sound like for tomorrow with these strong storms coming in for some people, just the main concern being the heavy downpours, probably around the morning commuting hours.
I think the timing is one of the key reasons we put a first alert weather morning in. It's really in that morning commute when some of those storms will be coming in. We're not looking at a massive line of severe storms here, but heavy rain, rumbles of thunder, gusty winds, and that slight chance for a tornado can't be ruled out. It's a pretty low-end risk, but it's not going to be fun. Those of you that are dealing with that for that morning commute, not a fun drive. That risk does go away, though, by 10, 11 a.m. tomorrow.
All right, but bringing it back to today,
Yeah.
just sounds like another day where you need the rain jacket, need the umbrella outside,
Yeah.
not the best day to be working outside. Sounds like a few breaks here and there, but still, for the most part, another rainy day here in Eastern Carolina.
Yeah, and we've seen a ½ inch to an inch of rain so far.
Okay.
And you're right, when you mentioned the drought and easing the drought, that is the silver lining here. Another ½ inch to an inch, that'll put us at 1 to 2 inches of rain total. And that may dent the drought monitor a bit tomorrow with the update, but it'll be next week's that reflects all of this rain. And that's where we'll really see how good we did in terms of easing the building drought out there.
Okay, well, thank you for the update, Jim. And
Yep.
thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. Just want to say hello to George, who's watching us over on Facebook. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning. We're going to be back again at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update, so I hope you can join us then. Other than that, have a great day. Stay dry out there.
Right.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.